Hey guys, I'm Pokemon1086 and welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's video, I wanted to bring you guys another top 10 video. I know the Switch videos seem to get a decent amount of views. People seem to like it. I don't know if everyone agreed with what my top 10 Switch games I couldn't live without would be. I figured I'd bring my top 10 PS4 games that I can't live without. Yes, this list again is also going to be biased because this is going to be my own personal top 10 picks. So with this list, I'm only going to be talking about games that I own. I won't be going into games that I don't own. Unfortunately, I'm just going to be solely doing games that I have purchased over the years. And without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump on in it. So at number 10, I got Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, this was one of my favorite Marvel vs. Capcom games. Obviously, the second one is the best one, but I don't own the second one. I've owned the third one on the Xbox 360, and I bought it again for my PS4 not that long ago, and that is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Me and my friends had this nickname for the game. Instead of actually saying the game, we would call it by a different name, and we all would just know what game we're talking about. I'm not going to be saying the nickname because it's not appropriate. I love all the character selections, the combos that you got to do with each of the characters, and that game was something me and my friends would always beef in, let alone play religiously. I think my team up for that game was Dante, Spider-Man. I would sometimes switch out with Phoenix, and then there'd be times where I'll do Iron Man, Dante, Morgan. I would switch back and forth. There were a couple characters I did not like in the game. Definitely one of my top 10s as far as fighting games, let alone PlayStation games that I own. Alright, so coming in at number 9, we got Persona 5. Now this game, there's all different types of Game of the Year editions, Royale, different types of stuff with Persona 5. I just happened to get this like a year ago because I've only played bits and pieces of Persona 5. Obviously, I played a lot of the other Persona games. This one I have yet to own, so I just went and bought it. It was like $10, and I really want to get Persona 5 Royale, and I want to get the new Persona Strikes game that's coming out on the Switch next year. Persona is a really good game. The anime series is it's decent. Playing the game is a way better experience. I really love Joker and the whole crew, all the different types of things you can do in the game, all the side missions, the story itself. You can really lose track of time playing this game easily. But the thing with this game is that you have to really be committed, because this game will cost you, if not hundreds of hours, it will cost you some time. So you really have to be willing to commit to a serious relationship if you're gonna play this game, because this game it's not for everybody. It's definitely a long ass game, but it's packed with a lot of fun, a lot of good jokes, awesome story, really cool battle sequences, and just really cool little side missions you get to do. Alright, so next one on the list is personally one of my favorites. It's a game that I played all the way back on the PlayStation 2. I've been playing this game since I was in middle school. I had a couple gameplay videos from this said game, and that one I'm talking to you guys about is Ratchet Clank. Now, like I mentioned, I played Ratchet Clank on the PlayStation 2. I actually own Deadlock and the first one. I'm actually going to try and go collect other Ratchet Clank games for the PlayStation 2, and I owned a couple of Ratchet Clank games on the PS3, but Ratchet Clank is one of my favorite video game franchises, let alone for a shitty movie to have a really good game. It's funny, but it's kind of sad. Now, if you've seen me go over my PS4 collection video, you've heard me rail into how I thought the Ratchet Clank movie was pure and how much I really like the game. So I'm gonna spare you guys those details, but just know that I am a huge Ratchet & Clank fan. Not every single game I enjoyed, but a good chunk of the Ratchet & Clank games I enjoyed. I really want to get that new Ratchet & Clank game. I don't know if it's a PS5 exclusive, but if it's coming to the PS4, best believe I'm getting that game. This game was so much fun, all the different gadgets you can use, and it's the story mode from the movie, and you definitely get those nostalgic vibes from the first game, which is one thing that made me love it even more. I definitely would highly recommend, if you're a Ratchet & Clank fan and you've never really played this and you want a new PS4 game to add to your collection, definitely play it. It's not one of those games that's going to take you super long to beat, but it's fun and I'll guarantee you'd enjoy it. So coming up at number 7, and it is another video game franchise that I've been playing for a long time now. I've been playing this franchise for a good minute, And that game I'm talking to you guys about is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. When I was growing up, I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, was actually the first video game that I beat on my own. I think I was like 6 or 7 when I beat that game. And that one was so much fun. So when I played this game, I honestly started with the first one, and then I went from the second to the third. And I haven't played the third one, Warped, so it was really cool, but I got to like experience Warped. Although it probably would have been a better experience if I were to play it on the PlayStation. I didn't play it on the PlayStation. I didn't even play the first Crash Bandicoot game on the PlayStation. I actually was introduced to both the first and the third one on this. And then of course I evolved and I played other games like the Wrath of Cortex, Crash Bandicoot Spin, I think it's called Spin, Crash of the Titans, Mind Over Mutants, Tag Team Racing, Nitro Field Racing. You know, I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot games in my time, but it was really cool to really get to relive my nostalgia and just my childhood by playing the second one, let alone getting to have the experience to play the first and the third one, because I never got that experience. And I definitely would recommend picking this game up. And I know the fourth one, It's About Time, is currently out. I don't own that one. I'm hoping I get it for Xbox for Christmas. From what I've seen, that game looks absolutely beautiful and those graphics look dazzling and just amazing. And this game definitely ups its graphics. Obviously Crash has a newer look to them, and this is definitely something worth the money. I definitely would pick it up if you were a big Crash Bandicoot fan, and I definitely would recommend picking this game up if you like nostalgia and you want to like get that experience of playing a game that was on an older console. So next one on the list is from an anime series that I grew up watching and I got a poster for on the wall. Do I really need to spiel on with the introduction? I'm just going to show y'all the game because y'all already know what it is. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 Road to Boruto. Now, I didn't want to get Road to Boruto per se. I just saw it because it was cheap at the time and it had all like the DLC characters on it. And I was like, well, you know, if it has all the extra DLC content, I might as well just pick it up instead of just getting Storm 4 regularly, which is what I should have done with Persona 5. But I mean, it was $10 at the time, so I'm like, I'm not gonna pass it up. This was $20, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pass up this. Comes with a lot of content, all that season pass, expansion packs, and everything, which is why I picked this up. And you know what I liked about this game, just like some of the other previous Naruto Storm games, is that with certain characters that you choose, they get to do like their own little special team finale special, where if you have like Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, they did their own little thing. And if you had Naruto and Jiraiya, or if you had Itachi and Sasuke. And I just really liked playing these Naruto fighting games. I played them a lot as a kid, and I had like quite a few of them on the PS3. Definitely one of my favorites. If you haven't played this already, you're lacking, first off, and second of all, go pick it up. It is worth every penny, and it's a fun game. Story mode's pretty decent, but obviously everybody gets this game just to try and flex online, show people that you know what the fuck you're doing. But I always get my ass beat online. So coming in at number 5 is a game that I personally didn't think that I was gonna really enjoy. It kind of took me a minute to build up to like the hype and just like the overall experience of the game, let alone there's so many different types of games for this said anime series, especially fighting games, and that one I'm talking about is Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, this one was one that it took me a minute to warm up to. I wasn't like the best player in the world. I'm still not the best player in the world, trust me. I'm like doo-doo garbage. This was a game that me and my friends played for a good amount of time. I didn't pre-order it, so I just went and picked it up like I think the second day it was out. Now, the story mode took me a minute to kind of get used to because I was kind of confused on like what to do, where to go, that kind of stuff. And I know I'm sure it gave like simple ass directions, but I'm a little slow, so sometimes it like took a minute for me to kind of figure out, okay, what am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to go fight? Am I supposed to go that way or that? I got so confused on that damn map. But overall, the characters and all the DLC characters they've been dropping, fucking dope. Now, granted, I don't have every single character. I just sometimes will just buy characters individually. That's what I've been doing with Smash Bros. At first, I wasn't too impressed with like the animation, like kind of 2D style looking, but I warmed up to it and I thought it looked pretty damn cool. I personally really like this game. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell y'all who my mains are, who my team is. I don't want y'all copying my swag. I don't want y'all copying my swag. But at the same time, I'm ass at this game, so I don't want y'all to show up and beat me with my own characters. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Now, obviously, Resident Evil 2 was one of my favorites. I personally also like number 4. Number 4 is actually my personal favorite, but 2 is second. You see what I did there? Number 2 is... Yeah, click off the video already. Definitely scared the shit out of me. I'm an easy person to scare. I literally can get scared off the easiest shit, like jump scares, everything. But this game was real spooky, real mysterious. I liked playing as Leon. I liked playing as Claire. It was just overall really cool getting a look at a new redesign of Raccoon City, baby. And I think Resident Evil lately, with the games that they've been putting out, have been more terrifying than like the old school ones. Now, obviously playing like 4 as a kid, you're gonna get scared, but playing this as an adult, I got fucking scared. If you are a Resident Evil fan and you haven't experienced the remake of 2 and you would like to, I definitely would pick it up. It's probably what, $15-$20 at like your local GameStop, and it's definitely a really cool game to play. Coming in at number 3 is yet another fighting game franchise that I grew up playing since I was like in elementary school, owned the majority of them, and that one I am talking about is Soulcalibur 6. Now, I haven't played this game in about a good maybe 2 to 3 months, but man, when I tell you I was glued to this damn game. Soulcalibur in general is one of my favorite fighting game franchises. I loved Soulcalibur 2 because I had it on the Xbox and I got to play as your boy Spawn, which is my favorite exclusive because, you know, there were so many different Soulcalibur exclusives. Link does not compare to Spawn. I will tell you that right now. Probably one of the best Soulcalibur games I've played. I wasn't too big on the story. I don't think I liked the way they did the story with it. I don't know why, because the story wasn't like too terrible, but compared to like the other games, I just personally didn't like the story mode. This nigga is OP, and I created so many creation characters based off of his style because I just love it. Because like I said, that nigga's OP, just like 2B. 2B in this game, OP. I have never seen a character so cracked out in my life like 2B. If you play as anybody who mains 2B, you might as well just forfeit that match because they not gonna let you get a lick in at all. That's how OP fucking 2B is. And then they also brought back some other characters. And one thing I liked about this is that there weren't 3 of the same fucking characters like it was in Soulcalibur 5. I definitely played this game a lot with my friends. Growing up, I played Soulcalibur religiously. So if you really want something new to play, especially a new fighting game to kind of get interested in and to play online or just with your friends, period, this is a good game. So coming in at number 2, no brainer. I mentioned it in a previous video that I did. I feel even just ashamed of my own self putting this in number 2 because it was probably one of the best, not probably, it was one of the best games to have come out of 2018, and that one I am talking about is God of War. And I'm telling you guys, this game was the best game to have come out of 2018. From the graphics, to the boss fights, to just the combats, dialogue, the story, everything about this absolutely spectacular. And I know they're dropping a new God of War game out. I don't know if it's going to be on the PS4. I definitely will pick it up. I don't even think the game's coming out till 2022. This is one of the best God of War games, and I've owned the first and second one on the PS2, the third one on the PS3. I had the Cole Master Collection that they had on the PS3, and I owned the third one remastered on the PS4. This game is the shit. If you haven't played this game, you are definitely lacking. There's no excuse. I would definitely recommend you go pick up this game before the next one comes out. Number 1 for my favorite PlayStation games. I had to put this in here. I just had to. It's a 2-in-1. So with that being said, I got both Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. So I just recently did a review for Spider-Man on the channel, so definitely go check that out. And I did an unboxing for Spider-Man Miles Morales on the channel as well. These games are packed with so much fun. I've talked so much in my video review for it that I love Spider-Man, from the web swinging, which reminded me of Spider-Man 2, from the actual story, its own original story, nothing from the comic book looks, all brand spanking new, introducing a new villain as well as bringing back some old villains, pretty much giving us a Sinister Six. Even though it's basic as fuck, it's still something that it's cool to experience. Playing this, I just started playing this today. Right off the bat, it made me think about how much I loved playing a 2018 Spider-Man game, let alone how much I love Miles Morales. And he's my favorite Spider-Man. Out of all of them, Miles Morales is my favorite Spider-Man. So it was no brainer that I wasn't going to pick up this game. Now, obviously, there were some changes. You know, like they changed like the look of Peter Parker in this game, which threw me off compared to how he looked in this. I don't think they changed the voice actor. I just think they changed like the actor himself. This game is fun so far. I'm like in the beginning, I just finished doing that whole Rhino thing, you know, where him and Peter Parker were all fighting Rhino because he escaped. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this game. This is probably what I'm going to be playing up until Christmas. I'm going to throw in a couple honorable mentions because there were games that I wanted to include in this list. But alrighty guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new guys. I am loving all the love and support I've been getting on this channel. We just keep gaining subscribers, not every day, but just the fact that people are willing to give your boy the love and just subscribe means the world to me. We are currently on the road to 1K subscribers so I can get the YouTube monetization. Because, man, I tell you, I would love to be a content creator. This is so much fun. So let's keep that love going. Let's get to 1K. And I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. You know, obviously, I got one more video that's going to be coming out. I'm learning each and every day. Thank you guys so much. If you want to connect more with me, hit on my links to my social media down in the description below. I'm talking Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you want to see more content from me, hit up my second channel, Afro Plus Ultra Nappy, where I do videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and sometimes even Sundays. But alrighty guys, I'll catch you in the next Pokemon 1086 video. I am Pokemon 1086 and I am out of here.